Are you aware that Pakistan wanted to attack the Golden Temple? That was their plan. That is exactly what Pakistan wanted to do. And this is why the rogue state, quote unquote, the rogue state can never change. No matter what, no amount of platitudes, no amount of any kind of monkey balancing can change the fact that Pakistan thought that this is the India and the Punjab of the 1980s or 90s, and they can still instigate people, they can instigate the Sikhs. Otherwise, what explains a lot of coordinated effort? Today for the first time, the Indian Army has made it very clear, and they have officially said this, that yes, Pakistan attempted to attack our Golden Temple. And had it not been for the Akash missiles, and had it not been for our air defense systems, we possibly could be looking at a very, very different scenario. That is the danger that Pakistan really today creates. And that is what all those people, all those countries, those world capitals who are still wanting to give Pakistan a long rope must be aware of. That Pakistan and its sinister designs, Pakistan and the playbook. Now, what the Indian Air Force and the Army have always maintained is that it is our defense system that ensured that we averted this national tragedy by successfully thwarting a major attack, an aerial attack by Pakistan on the Golden Temple. Now, you would recall that it's not just this. In a lot of attacks that have been foiled by our forces, we had seen that even in the Poonch sector, targeted attempts were being made to attack Gurdwaras. There were certain Sikhs also who lost their life. The Prime Minister, I recall, during his very first address post the success of Operation Sindoor, had spoken about this. The Prime Minister categorically said, and allow me to quote, that a rattle Pakistan attacked India's Gurdwaras, temples, instead of terror. That is Pakistan for you. And that is what we all must be really aware of. Not just this, you've seen Pakistan, remember, failing when it comes to the military front, also failing on the diplomatic front. But then what they do? They go back to their old playbook of trying to instigate the Sikhs here. We've seen this attempt being made both inside and outside. I will speak about what's happened in the course of the last few days. And these are abhorrent attempts. I mean, there is no other word for it. Abhorrent is just that word. Clearly, like I said initially also, that this is not the India or the Punjab of the 1980s or 90s where Pakistan believes that by its typical tactics, it can instigate a situation of communal disharmony. And I remember our Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri was unequivocal when he said this, that Pakistan is using religion to indoctrinate people. So not surprising, the typical playbook that has been called out by India. You would recall that Pakistan's ISPR had made this absolutely obnoxious claim where they said that one of our bases, they said Adampur, had been struck and it had been devastated, including the S-400 system. But then, see how that got fact-checked by no one else but the Prime Minister. Because the Prime Minister arrived one fine morning at that airbase with the Jawans, with everyone there, thanking them for their valor, thanking them for their courage during Operation Sindoor. And what was right back? The S-400. A clear slap on the face of not just Pakistan, but I think the world over. Lot of those people, and we must call out all those people who've been responsible that a rogue state like Pakistan gets the IMF loan, who still are wanting to say that whatever has happened vis-a-vis the India-Pak, tensions, we must be careful, ratchet down tensions, dial down tensions. But no one is calling out Pakistan. The hypocrisy of the West, the Western media, is absolutely clear. But today, I think for the very first time, when you have the Indian Army making it very clear that the attempt was to attack the Golden Temple, that attempt was successfully thwarted, is a clear reminder of why costs always need to be escalated for Pakistan. This new Modi doctrine that we are talking about, where you draw a new red line in sand and say that next time you even dare to attack us, remember, that is going to be an act of terror, is significant. The costs have to go up, but I think it's not just India's problem anymore. It is the world's problem. And that is why the world needs to wake up. Powers who believe they are superpowers, who hold all this sway, all that they care about is their self-interest, their quote-unquote, their trade deals, the fact that 81% of weapons today are supplied to Pakistan by China. I mean, which world are we living in to say that live and let live? So important to show the mirror to all of them, important to be extremely clear and vigilant about what Pakistan could be doing. And I'm glad that, like each one of you watching this video, we are so very thankful to our forces who have ensured that Pakistan this time has shown its place, and all those people who've been sermonizing and preaching India on a lot of other things today have their mouths shut. On NDTV, we'll continue to track this story and get you more updates.